I know that everybody's talking about Warehouse Fire, Paper Mario. It totally makes sense because that's very, very funny and based. But at the same time, I think the way bigger story is what happened to Sam Altman. Sam Altman, who is the CEO of OpenAI and also a Siberian Husky wearing a human suit. Look at his eyes. He had a Molotov cocktail thrown at his house. And within one business day, he flipped on a dime. And he went from saying shit like, yeah, maybe mass economic displacement is worth it, so that way then AGI can figure out how to make my company profitable, to now being like, maybe 4-day work week, maybe UBI. Maybe we need to actually distribute some of the money that AI helps create.
In 2021, Sam Altman wrote this essay where he argues we should focus on taxing capital rather than labor, doing something called the American Equity Fund, where we tax big companies 2.5% of their valuation of their wealth every year and use it to give all citizens an annual distribution. This is a universal basic income. A year before that, in 2020, Sam Altman was one of the funders, contributing $14 out of $60 million to a program called Open Research, which is funding universal basic income. Starting in 2020, they gave 3,000 individuals $1,000 a month to get data about universal basic income. If you've ever listened to Sam Altman, you know that he's been talking about universal basic income the entire time. Sam Altman didn't have a sudden change of heart when someone threw a Molotov cocktail at his house. He's been talking about, we'll invent intelligence, intelligence will make us more productive, we can tax and redistribute the gains in productivity. And I just find this so frustrating. It's like, oh, it's so important to convince Sam Altman to believe in universal basic income that we have to threaten to kill him and his family by throwing a Molotov cocktail at his house. And at the same time, it's so unimportant that Corn Pop doesn't know what he's talking about. He hasn't read Sam Altman's opinion at all. He doesn't care at all to even know the subject that he's talking about. So important, people have to die. Not so important, he has to do a minute worth of Google searching to read about it. Frustrating. Thanks for your time.